Calm down. Spirit fingers. There are a few times in my life that I get really excited for something. Most of the time it's coffee. But today it's a product in my hand. I have the new iPhone 7 Plus. There's been a lot of hype around this, a lot of people getting it, but a lot of the reasons they don't know why they're getting it. So we're gonna dive in and give our impressions of it and let you guys know as a consumer whether it's worth upgrading to. So from initial impressions, the front of the phone, it looks pretty similar to like an iPhone 6 Plus or 6S Plus. But there's three key differences that I see here aside from the color. The first one is the camera. This one, of course, has a dual lens camera, whereas the previous iPhones just had a standard single lens camera. The second thing is the antenna bands, which now run off the top and the bottom rather than through it, which actually I think gives it a much better look over the previous iPhone. It looks much cleaner in my eyes. The last thing is going to be the headphone jack. It is sadly missing. Now, Apple went out and said that they got rid of the headphone jack because they had the courage to do it. And honestly, I don't think that was the best way to go about it. They should have just went and been honest. And as phones are getting thinner and technology is improving, that real estate on the phone is becoming much more dire, and you need to take advantage of every little thing. Now, some of you may be thinking the headphone jack takes up literally no space, but really engineering wise, because it's an older technology, it does take up a bit more space than a lot of things. And as time goes on, the headphone jack's not going to get smaller. One reason that I personally switched to a lightning enabled headphone jack was the fact that I needed a portable amplifier for my headphones. So for those of you that aren't too sure what an amplifier does, it basically increases the range and volume and also gives you better sound. So the first thing that you'll notice with the new camera is that now it has a zoom level. So the previous iPhones did not have this kind of zoom. It was more of a digital zoom. So the more you zoomed in, it just got really grainy. So the big difference now is that with this new camera, you have a telephoto lens as well as a wide lens. And the difference is the telephoto is going to have a better zoom, but isn't necessarily best for capturing the entire image. Now, what Apple has done on their end is use software to basically allow you to switch between the two as you zoom. So between 1 and 2x, you can zoom actually optically, which is kind of more like how DSLR cameras are. On top of the aesthetic improvements as well as the camera, you also have new internal improvements as well. Apple has included their new A10 processor in this, as well as an upgraded graphics chip. This processor is going to be a quad-core processor, but not in the way that you think of standard quad-core processors. This one actually has dual-core standard processors, as well as 2 low power consumption processors. What are some of the uses of these lower power consumption? Well, for one is the new Hey Siri feature. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. It's me. Having these low power processors is really great because you're able to run apps in the background without using up too much power. With the upgrade to the graphics, you'll also get smoother gameplay as well as much better performance. Oh, so smooth. Whew! Apple claims that this has a better battery life of the 6 Plus by about an hour. I haven't tested that yet, so I'm gonna do some more in-depth tests and I'll report back in the comments. The other thing I'm really not sure if I'm gonna get used to quite yet is the home button, which is now a non-clicky home button. It's using the haptic engine. Oh, I just got my first experience of that. Hold on. It's not bad. I think I'll get used to that. Previously on the other iPhone, you had the speakers at the bottom. Now, with the new iPhone, you actually have speakers running up the top here as well. So HTC had their boom speakers, which were speaker grills on both sides, and I still think they're the best at doing that. But I think this is a great step for the iPhone, and for people that just need to play some audio in a loud environment, you're gonna get a much better bang from the iPhone 7 Plus. The other big thing with the design of the iPhone is it is now splash and water resistant. Now, that doesn't mean you should just go throw it in the ocean, but it can withstand a good amount of water, and it's designed to actually push water out of areas like the speaker. So with that, I want to do my own test. I know that this is not new for some of the phones that are already water resistant, but for me, I've never had a phone that's been water resistant. So to put something like my new phone in water is terrifying. Oh. Ugh. You can see it kind of get in the crevices of like the lightning port and the speaker grill, but I think it's okay. It's pushing out the water. Look, and it's clearing the sound out. So in conclusion, do I recommend this phone for upgrading? You can look at this in a few different perspectives. One, if you are a heavy photo taker and you constantly rely on your iPhone as your daily camera driver, then I think it's a great upgrade. The camera has improved significantly. In the future, when Apple releases an update that allows for portrait blurs that they announced at the Apple keynote, I think that having this will definitely be worthwhile for you. It's a great upgrade because the internals are much more improved, overall looks cleaner, you're just gonna get better performance. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you have any comments on the new iPhone, feel free to put it down in the comment section below. And if you want to stay tuned for more app development videos and product reviews, we got plenty more of them coming. So feel free and hit that subscribe button right there. Thanks. Woo!